Our episode starts with Dr. Murdoch talking about how, as part of the experiment, he must wean his students off of blood. We then see him struggle to get the blood safe open as the students are losing their minds with hunger. After several tries, he finally unlocks it and allows them to feed. Later on, the crew are famished and having conversations about what their last meal was before they became vampires. Murdoch then comes down and says he has a surprise and has decided that 2 of them can go into town, and if that works out, maybe the rest will be allowed to be around humans as well. Essie and Marty are picked out of a jar. Marty is excited, but Essie is more concerned about not having anything to wear. Meanwhile, Drew is disappointed because if he was allowed to go out, he could be around Sherry, the human he's obsessed with. After trying to console him, Meryl vents to the doctor about Drew's obsession, and he gives her advice as he realizes she is hurt by it. We then see Marty and Essie arrive at a diner. 2 guys notice Essie while Marty does his best to tell a waitress that he wants raw meat without actually saying he wants raw meat. Back at the school, Meryl tells Drew that she will help him meet Sherry. At the diner, the 2 guys are still obsessed with Essie and are put off that she won't step away from Marty. When she does, they think she's going to them, but she just walks past. Meryl at the school calls Sherry and disguises her voice as Dr. Murdoch and asks for her to meet him at the library. She agrees, even though it's in the middle of the night, and Sherry celebrates how easy that was. At the diner, Essie is flirtatiously dancing by herself before calling one of the guys over, while Marty does a very poor job of not seeming weird while eating bloody raw meat. At the school, Carl heads to Murdoch's office and is losing his mind over bloodlust and begs him for another ration. The doctor sits him down and tries to get him to talk through his hunger, which seems to be worse than usual. At the library, Meryl tells Drew that Sherry will be waiting for him there. Drew tells Meryl how he appreciates her, and when she leaves, Sherry shows up. As Meryl waits outside the door, another student shows up and tries to get in. She ends up telling him an odd story about her being there to protect the students from kidnappers, while inside, Drew continues to flirt with Sherry. Back with the doctor, Carl completely loses it and lunges after him, and the doctor puts him to sleep. Back at the restaurant, Marty loses it while eating his bloody burger, freaking everyone out, and while scolding him, the hunger hits Essie as well, and she fangs out.
Get a grip. Whoa! Boy, do I need to feed.
We then find out through a phone conversation that there was something wrong with the blood supply they were fed, leading to them all getting hungry prematurely. As Dr. Murdoch goes to get this straightened out, we see Drew begin to fang out right as he and Sherry were starting to hit it off. At the restaurant, Essie and Marty are about to feed on the diner guests, but Murdoch shows up just in time to give them a corrected blood batch, which then calms them down. Essie then hypnotizes everyone to forget. At least we assume she does, but we only see her hypnotize the guy that she was going to feed on, so who knows about everyone else. At the school, Drew and Meryl take off as both are fanging out for bloodlust, leaving Sherry in the middle of her flirting. The episode ends with the doctor apologizing for the mix-up, and Marty and Essie making fun of each other, telling the story to everyone of their night out. Thanks for watching. If you like these recaps, please leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to know every time I update. There is now an option to be a channel member where you'll get access to exclusive recaps from late night vampire catalogs like Showtime, Cinemax After Dark, USA Up All Night, and much more. If you want to help my channel grow, please check out my Patreon where members can get exclusive content that can't be uploaded on YouTube along with download options. Link is in the description.